Hi, Revive fam. I had not planned on coming on to post anything today, and especially at this late at night, but I feel like there's someone that needs to hear this. So, you may be in a place now where you know that God has given you the instruction to move. It's time to physically relocate from where you are, the state, the place where you're living. You know that the feeling you have inside, you know that it's time for you to go. You know that where you are now, you cannot stay there. And God has been giving you instructions, and he's been speaking to you about relocating, about moving. And maybe you're in a place now where it's like, God, I know this is you, but I don't know how I'm going to do this. I know you're telling me this, but I'm looking in the natural and I don't even see how this can happen. I'm looking at my finances. I'm just looking at everything. If I move, what am I going to do when I get there? I don't have a place to stay. I don't have a job set up. I don't have anything set up. And you may be in a place where you're like, God, okay, you're telling me to move, but I don't know where I'm going. It's time for you to relocate. This is your confirmation. If God has been knocking at your heart, telling you it's time to go, it is time for you to go. You don't need to know what it looks like. You don't need to know the big picture. When he says go, it's time for you to go. And I understand, if this is you, I completely understand where you are in this process, because I relocated from my hometown and moved to Dallas, Texas. And when God told me to move, this was the first time I've heard the audible voice of God telling me, if you don't do it now, it will not happen. When he said that to me, that lit such a fire under me, even when I wasn't even sure of where we were going. I didn't know where. I had two places in mind, but I didn't know. I was, God had told me you have to move, but I didn't have the plan from A to Z. All I knew is he was telling me it's time to go. You have to get out. You have to get out of your hometown. Now, I love my hometown, but God had given me the instruction that I needed to go. And along the process, sometimes we need that confirmation. And God was giving me things. I kept saying, God, I need more. I need more. I need more. Because I'm like, God, I don't want to uproot me and my kids. I know you're saying go, but it's not just me. I have children too. I want to make sure I have stability for them, just like I have where we are now. But he still kept telling me to go. You have to go. So, in spending time with him, it took time. It took a sacrifice, because when I heard his audible voice say, if you don't go now, you won't get another chance. I had to make a sacrifice and take the time to really spend with him, to sit with him. Like, it was like night after night after night. Once I would put my kids to bed, I would sit in my living room and just listen to God. You could hear a pin drop. I was desperate. I'm like, God, I need to hear from you. I need to know that this is you. I know it's you, but I just need to make sure. And as I spent more time with him, not talking, but listening, as I spent time with him, I began to get more clarity and more confirmation. And God also began to give me the wisdom, strategy, plan on how to maneuver. But it took me to get in the secret place. It took me to get to the point of where every night I was sitting there listening to him. And as he would speak, I would write things down in a journal because I knew I had to go. But I had to make sure that as I was going, I was moving according to his plan because he was the one telling me to go. And my thought was, God, if you're telling me to go, that means you already have provisions for me. You have provisions for me here in my hometown to pack up, to do what I need to do and go. You also have provisions for me when I move. So God, show me the strategy, show me the plan. And he did. So everything he gave me, every strategy, every plan, every step he gave me, I did it. And it just started with the first step, which was go to Home Depot and start getting packing boxes. That moment is what activated. It's like that activated something. At that moment, it was like God saw that, okay, you're serious. You're ready to do this. You know that I'm instructing you to relocate. It did something. And I remember that Saturday morning I woke up. That Friday night I had spent time with God. And that Saturday morning I woke up early in the morning and I went to Home Depot and bought all of these boxes, all of this packing tape, and I just started packing. Again, didn't know where I was going. I had no idea. But I knew what he said. I heard him. And I was not going to disobey, nor was I going to be left behind because of my disobedience to God. He told me to move. He told me it was time. I didn't want to miss out and forfeit what he had for me. So along the process of spending time with him and listening to him, he began to reveal to me the state of Texas. And I also had Charlotte. I liked Charlotte. So I can remember, I narrowed it down to Charlotte or Texas. But God told me, he began to show me Texas. Everywhere I looked, I saw Texas. I saw Texas license plates. We would look at TV and the kids and I would see Texas. Not just small signs, like big signs. I had never seen the word Texas that many times. I would be driving and everywhere I looked, I would see a Texas license plate. I remember going to the mall one day and we were parking. And when I looked up, the car in front of me had a Texas license plate. At that moment, it was like, God, I already know what you're saying. I know where you're sending me. So when he confirmed the place, that's when it was like, that was all I needed. Once he gave me confirmation of the place, it was like, that was the point when I said, God, okay, I don't know how this is going to look. I don't have a plan. I don't have the full plan. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to trust you that you are going to guide me and my children, that you're going to help us pack up this house that we've been in forever. You're going to help me find a renter for the house. You're going to help find employment. God, I trust you because you're telling me this. So I'm stepping out on faith and I'm putting all of my trust in you. God, I know you won't fail me. And the scripture he gave me to stand on was Genesis 12, 1-2. And if you're in a place now where you're like, God, I know I have to go. I know what you told me, but I don't know what it looks like on the other side. I don't even know what it looks like here. How is it going to look? Do I leave my job? Am I going to find something when I get there? I don't know. This is the scripture he gave me. The Lord said to Abram, leave your country, your family, and your relatives and go to the land that I will show you. You have to leave. If he's telling you to leave, Be obedient and leave. Start preparing. You may not know where you're going. You may be in the same situation that I was, not knowing where you were going, but he gave you the instruction to leave, to go. It was time to relocate. You may not know, but take a step of faith. Start buying those boxes, those moving boxes. Start getting packing tape. Start packing up stuff in your home. Like you are moving. Start walking in it. He told you to move. You know you're moving. So start walking in it. I don't care if it's just taking dishes out of your cabinet. Start the process. If you have to start the process of calling moving companies to see how much they charge, start the process. Because as you start that process, God will start doing more. He'll start showing you more about where you need to go, what you need to do. I witnessed it. When I had no idea, all I had was his word. All I had was his instruction to go. And as I completed each step that he told me, it took me to the next step. Then he would show me the next thing. Then he would show me the next thing until we got to a point we were moving. And it just blew my mind because I'm like, God, my kids and I packed up this whole house. Everything. And we were able to get to the destination. But I know it was only God that first of all gave us the strength to pack up everything, to clear that house. And not only that, within 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks of our move, we found renters to come in. So I didn't have to be concerned with that. When I tell you, when you're obedient to each step, each instruction he gives you, you don't have to know the whole picture. You don't have to know the whole plan. All you need to know is what he tells you to do in that moment. So if he's giving you instruction to do something in this moment, do it. Because you know he's already given you the word that it's time to relocate. It's time to leave. And, even in that, it's like, God, well, I'm comfortable where I am. My family's here. Everyone's here. I'm used to this. God says, leave your country, your family, and your relatives. He knows what you're leaving behind. But he says, leave and go to the land that I will show you. But then verse 2 says, I will bless you and make your descendants into a great nation. Your blessings are on the other side of your obedience. Your blessings are on the other side of you taking action and relocating, moving, leaving where you are now, and positioning yourself to the land that he shows you. You can't stay where you are. You can't. That's why he's telling you, move. I need you to go. I need you to relocate. Because what I have over there is much better than what's here. Here may be comfortable. Here may be good. But what I have over there, I will bless you and make your descendants into a great nation. It's not just about you. It's about your children. It's about your children's children. It's about your children's children's children, and so on. It's about generations. And when you think about it like this, I in my time of going through the process, I had to think, God, if I don't move, how will this affect my children? If I'm not obedient to your instruction, does that mean they're going to miss out? I wasn't willing to forfeit anything that God had for me over there which was Dallas, Texas. Yes, it was a process. There were times when I'm like, okay, God, I need you. Because even in this instruction you're giving me, I just don't see how. Every time he showed up, he's not going to give you an instruction and tell you to do something and not provide for you. So if you're not moving because you're thinking in your mind, I don't have the provisions. I don't even know where to start. I've never done this before. If he gives you one instruction, go get some moving boxes. Start clearing out your closets. If he gives you one instruction, start with that one. Because once he sees that you're obedient to that one, he will give you another and another and another until you realize you've reached the land that he's told you to go to. So let this video be your confirmation. If you've been questioning, God, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I know it's you. I know you want me to relocate. I'm just not sure how. Take the first step. If he's giving you instruction, if he's told you to do something, and maybe you've been sitting on it because you just don't understand. I get it. But the thing is, it doesn't have to make sense to you. All you have to do is be obedient and do what he's telling you to do. Because here's the thing, and I will tell you from my experience, every step you take will not make sense. But once you get to the other side, you will look back and say, okay, God, now I see what you were doing. Because now I look back. And then I didn't understand certain ways he was telling me to move, certain things he was telling me to do. But when I got here to the land that he showed me, it all made sense. So let this be your confirmation. If he's been tugging on your heart, if he's been pulling on you, if he's been giving you instructions, it's time to go. It's time to leave. Leave your country, your family, and your relatives, and go to the land that he shows you. Because there's something better for you on the other side, over there.